Alright, do another under the hood. I want to show you why I'm having such a hard time weed eating right now. We under another heat advisory. As soon as you walk out in the morning, it's like 77 degrees. And if you look at my grass, it's like somebody come out here and sprayed it with a hose. That's how intense the humidity is. When you walk out the door, it feels like somebody just wrapped you up in a blanket, a wet blanket. See that? Now, on my weed eater, I've got a 5-amp. It's an electric weed eater, and I use a green, see it hang there, cord. It's 1 gauge heavier than it's supposed to use, but I always weed it in the mornings, and if I use a less gauge, it just eats right through it. I mean, it just, you're constantly changing it out. But the green gauge, the problem with it this wet, it keeps messing it up, unwound it. It even popped the top on it a couple of times because it just gets your string wet and it gets inside your weed eater and it just messes everything up. And that's the problem. See all that? It really is. It's like somebody just soaked the whole yard down. And by the time it dries up, of course, the heat's done got up close to 90. And at my age and the medications I take, you don't need to be out in 90-degree heat doing anything. That's why I just wait. Next week, I think the heat is supposed to alleviate about Monday or Tuesday. So I should be able to get on it then. It's just no point in getting out here and having a fight with a weed eater, redoing your string over and over and all that. We had a couple of cool days, but I want to show you how fast this grass grows. Look over there. I just weeded it a couple weeks ago. About, right in that area. Okay, I want to give you guys a heads up advisory on some of your equipment, Wi-Fi equipment that you use on your phone. At first, they was doing what they call the handshake. That's when you first crank your phone up in the morning. Or, like mine was set on automatic restart, so it would clean out. So they had the handshake on my phone, which is when you crank up, it hits the tower and all that stuff. So I had to keep going in and redoing it, take all the Samsung mess off that they use to keep hacking my phone and all this stuff. And so I just quit letting it automatic restart. In the morning, I'd get up, I'd take care of everything, and then I'd shut my phone off, restart it so it would clean out, which stopped the handshake. But this morning, they swapped it around. So when I hooked to my Wi-Fi to upload, I can upload my videos a lot faster with 5G. Save my phone data, everything. And so they have attached the handshake when I hooked to my Wi-Fi. Then it handshook and it did, they go through it sends a voicemail to my phone. Oh, you're on 5G. Well, that's all you got now. I mean, you got 5G and 4G. They discontinued 2G, which is good because it was hooking. So they've got my tower either is hooked to someone else's computer here, preventing it from a factory reset. Used to I'd factory reset and it would unhook all devices. I'd have to go back in, sign my Roku in, sign my phone back in, and all that. Now they've bypassed that. None of the devices come off on a factory reset. And I know better than that. I've noticed that the past few times. And even on my Roku TV, don't reset the factory because it's still hooked to the internet, right? So that's some things you need to look out for. If you're a truther and you're having a problem with internet and you're having stalls and stuff like that, that's what they do. I believe they have to go through the carrier to do a lot of this. I don't think they could do that. That 5G is supposed to be encrypted. They're not supposed to be able to do any of that. I know they got military stuff, and the cops are around here like military now. And all this junk that authoritarian governments do, and corporate rulers. But I'm just going to give you a head up on that, because it's really insane what they're doing. But if you're having trouble with that, you need to really find a way to reset the actual factory reset on it, and that way it'll unhook whatever devices they got on it. I got to do that when I go in. But I just wanted to show you everything that's going on and let you know how they're doing it. And it's just to keep you hooked to their devices, to keep you hooked to whatever computer that is that's been controlling my stuff, which I still get it out, and I still can upload quicker and all the other things I do, because it's just a waste of time to me to keep having to go reset and take the stuff off over and over all day. They're doing it through Samsung account. That's where they hooked into that. That right there is why you don't need a phone system set up with two different operating systems, Google and Samsung. Don't even make sense. You either need a Samsung phone or a Google phone. Just setting up to make it easier to hack and easier to hook onto and easier to take control of, and that's everything they do. Is like I was complaining about why they're so bad against the immigrants. And all the other mess they lie on people about. Go at people with lies. You can't go at people with lies about things they don't do, because everything about their life shows you're a liar. And if you want people that lie to rule you, and this thing, a lot of you people thinking you want a king. You don't want no king. You especially don't want a corporate king. First mistake you make, you're going to go to prison. One of their prisons. And if you notice what's happening on the USS aircraft carrier, if they don't care nothing about their soldiers, they sure don't care nothing about their prisoners, right? You don't want that. And you're just deceiving yourself if you think that's what you want. And if you're out here helping them do it, then you're in bad shape. You're mentally wrong. And you need to fix it, like you fix your Wi-Fi. All right, guys. I just want to let y'all know what's going on. Take into consideration a lot of these things. And now you know, after I did my post on plants and on why we're supposed to be eating wild animals, you see why they covered it up. And nobody gets well anymore. Because not so much doctors, but corporate hospitals like the Baptist chain of hospitals, all that stuff, they can't make money if you well. And they can't make a bunch of money to buy dirty politicians, right? But take that into consideration about everything that's going on around you. Take control of your life and quit letting these people control you. We need to get our wild plants, our wild garden back in stores. That's what we need. Next video.